it's a one-off, and you can talk to her about when exactly you want it to happen. But
We are live.
Recording in progress.
Hey,
hi,
Claire.
Claire. Thank you,
Thank you,
Claire.
Claire. All right, mother flippers. You know what time it is.
Whoa, going in hot.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
We might need to fix the screen here. I'm out of frame, and there's a Tess and an As in the same.
That's because we're the same person. That's why we
Oh,
fall in love
okay.
in every campaign.
Oh, right. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna. Okay, this is gonna suck. Hold on, everyone. I apologize. I recently redid everything on the computer, so a lot of stuff is needs to be fixed. Wait, 1 second.
Be our guest. Something, something. It's copyrighted, so I won't do more.
The
Just the
our
vibe of the whole song, and we won't be exact about the lyrics.
Sorry, my I just noticed the last one moment my webcam is like all over the place, so I'm trying to fix it.
Oh,
Okay, we should be entertaining people, I think.
wait.
Since,
Well,
as long as
okay,
we're
here's some
online.
entertainment. I got this picture of a tooth today for free.
Not only does that look like a tooth, it kind of looks like a cute 50s lady's back end if she's pretty short and she has
Yeah.
really tiny feet and heels.
This is Patrick Star bending over in that one point in this in the movie.
Nice. Uh,
That was free. Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was at Jeff. In that frame, like we're all collectively out of frame. If you don't mind fixing that real quick.
Oh, Flarbin.
We got
Let's
this one.
transition over.
This is the one I actually paid money for.
Oh man,
I
having to
love
pay for that had to
her.
bite.
Or I suppose it's yeah, because the top ones are farther apart than the bottom ones. So there we go. I don't mind buying it. You got to support your local
No,
artists.
I
My friend and
Tess.
I were laughing because yeah, go ahead.
I was making a pun that
I know you were.
bite that had to bite.
Bite. Yeah.
Um, no, my friend and I were there, and she said, unfortunately, every artist here is asking a reasonable price, and they're asking for actually what it's worth, and I don't have that kind of money. I was like, yeah, fair. You got to
Yeah,
recognize. I got this little guy. I
nice.
assume that's Latin for something around grave. It makes sense to me. And then this is a magnet.
Oh,
Got a
very
little
nice.
ghosty, and it's got a little,
Ooh,
yeah, that's nice.
goopy ghosty mushroom.
Right? There was also a little ghosty, but I was like, well, that there was a ghosty of the sticker, but not the magnet. You gotta be, you know. So now when I will, if we are still working on the, no, you got a handle? Okay, then I don't need to. But if you want to see, I got that new Adams Family cards.
We'll fan that out real quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
for our friends watching, I went to a haunted farmers market and I collect Adams Family trading cards. So we've got boom.
Oh, nice.
We a lovely little lurch. We've got
Uncle
that's a
Fausto.
good one. I don't have that one yet.
Oh, this is '90s one too. This is like a '90s version of it
Yeah,
too.
yep. This is the 90s one.
Nice.
This is fun because I'm just getting this for the first time. Oh, Mark Gomez. I'm considering getting a tattoo about him. I mean, I suppose it's the entire family, but there we go. That's another good one. These are all fun. I don't have any of these yet. This is very fun for me.
Nice.
Thank you for indulging me.
Of course.
Shocking experiment.
So cute.
I have been both of those siblings for Halloween several times over because guess what? I own a striped shirt. Thing spills the beans. And then the last one, Night of the Big Bash. Boom. Bang, bang, boom.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, those are all new ones, so that's very exciting for me.
Well, Tess, as long as we're doing visual aids,
Yeah.
I just picked up
Ooh,
this excellent Blu-ray. It's
she's
also
so
available on
pretty.
D&D. It's called
Yeah.
People's Joker. It's about a trans comedian's experience, and it's satire, so they can use copyrighted material in fun and interesting
Yep.
ways. It's called The People's Joker. Check it
I
out.
may make you hang out with me so I can watch that. That sounds very fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I can Discord off of my Blu-ray player. I'll see what I can
Mm,
do. If
we'll see what
need
we
be,
can do.
we can do the
We can figure it out.
drive-in method.
I would say, aren't you all in the same city? Like,
No, what kind of?
I mean,
There's a
I'd have
larger
to
issue
leave
here.
my home, which is kind of a bummer because I
And
love it
nobody ever
here.
wants to do that.
Tess is a little more open to travel than I am, but yeah.
Fair. I love a good bus. It's only an hour and a
Mm,
half, and it's a good time. I get so much book read.
mm. Okay, yeah, let's do that. It's very good.
all right. Let's get into this real quick. If you've noticed, Az is not here today, they're handling some personal life stuff. So today we're playing a game of my own creation that I made today. So if there's a question about mechanics, I'm making it up on the spot. Well, let's see how it works. I have dubbed the
You're
game,
gonna love it, viewer
yeah,
or listener.
um, where's my camera go one more
Or
time?
just watch her with no sound. That's kind of fun.
Or watch us 2 or 3 times. Uh, you don't have to have the sound on.
Do what you
Just,
gotta do.
dude, yeah, however many times that the spirit moves you, watch it on YouTube later as much as you want. Uh, so the game I have dubbed it Happily Ever After. It is a comedic fairy tale-esque game vis-a-vis like Shrek. There are not a lot of other contemporaries of Shrek, so it's hard to give any other comparisons. But that's the general idea is like all the fairies are real, all the fairy tale creatures are real, um, and magic is a thing. That doesn't necessarily mean our players are playing them. That just means that, like Snow White exists or
And
whatever.
it's also anachronistic, so Smash Mouth might play it at some point.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
that's most of the thing is that you gotta include anachronistic
Right, right.
references. Burger
Uh,
King, that's there.
exactly. Yeah, for certain. This also means that I can bring back the concept of, oh, because we're throwing a little modern day, so I can like Deus Ex Machina step my way around a few things. It also means I can make my favorite joke from the first season, which was the second best of what's in our universe is the primary best in this
Mm.
universe. So
Hmm.
I just have to like fairy tale up whatever the second best thing is.
That's gonna
Um,
be fun.
all right. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna start doing with my intro here, and then we'll get into a bit more. Welcome to Omniverse Escapades. We are hosts for the show. I am the storyteller. Uh, I no wait, I am the Brothers Grimm. I'm one of the Brother Grimm. I'm the BM, BG, BG. I'm the
You're
BG.
the BM?
Yeah. Big load. Big mass.
Big Mac.
Big back.
Yeah, you're the
A-
Big Mac.
Bar mitzvah.
MACK. Um,
Hmm.
we are playing Happily Ever After. Ours meaning that we do not bring them into the campaign or children in peril, depictions of gore, slavery, or sexual assault. Our veils meaning we just allude to our body horror NPCs. Let's go ahead. We'll start with character concepts. Jeff, you go first.
Yes, my character is a former French soldier turned coat rack, portmanteau. I have vigor 3, heart 2, and intelligence 1.
I will explain that after we're done with the character introductions. Tess, you're up.
I'm a girl with a purple ribbon to avoid copyright problems with girl with a green ribbon, even though I don't think that's copyrighted literally at all. I am a woman who knows what's going on with her head and her neck. But I wear a ribbon around it. I've got 1 vigor, 3 heart, and 2 intelligence.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to explain the stats for our viewers and then a little bit how the system works. It is a very rules light situation. Um, but we'll get into it. So there are 3 stats the players have. It is vigor, heart, and intelligence. Vigor represents your general physical prowess, your strength, your dexterity, your ability to run long distances, that kind of thing. Your heart represents your like emotional intelligence, and also it kind of acts like charisma, you know. And then intelligence is exactly what it is. It's your ability, it's your overall intelligence, it's your ability to recall information, it's your ability to mouth off an interesting fact that no one asked for in the middle of a conversation, that kind of thing. Uh, and whenever the players roll, they roll 2d6. If they get they get 2 through 7 or 2 through 6, excuse me, is a failure. 7 to 10 is a mixed success. So like it happens, but something else might happen negative. And then 11 or above is a just a flat success. I've also given them plot points and a point system that I don't have a better name for, but basically, if they spend a plot point, they can use it to turn any roll into a as though they had rolled a 12. We'll go a bit more into slightly more mechanics, all of like the 2 more rolls that we have, but we're going to go ahead and jump into the session. By the way, you named your character girl with the purple ribbon to get away the girl with the green ribbon, right? Just make sure I got this.
Yeah.
Okay. We can just say you changed your mind on the ribbon color.
She can be green.
Yeah. No,
I
it's
can't
like
see my neck. I can't look down that far.
I'm just saying like you could just like, oh yeah, I used to wear purple but now I wear green or whatever, you know. People could change their mind.
That's fair. It's just very difficult to change it, you know.
Yeah. Um
Yeah, you need help. I'll
Yeah,
hold
you
your
need a
hand
second
if
set hand.
you need it.
Yeah, exactly.
all right. So we open up in a bustling market. There are people playing on their scroll phones. They're sitting outside cafes. It's a nice and warm, sunny day. There's a couple of people busking on their lutes across throughout the street. There's horse-drawn carriages going across the area as we zoom in. A rather large and regal trailer pull, not trailer, that's not the word. Cart, no.
Wagon?
Damn, yeah, that's not what I meant, but it's like the type of people would be like they're passenger wagons, kind of. I forget the term.
Well, there's a carriage. There's
Carriage, that was
a
it.
hansom
Paddy
cab is
wagon.
kind of small.
It's a carriage. You said it,
Okay.
that reminded me. So it's like a rather regal looking carriage. It pulls up with it,
It's a
line.
stretch carriage.
Yeah, it's a stretch carriage, pulled up
Hell
by
yeah.
horses. As the door to the side opens very quickly, you hear the sounds of trumpets playing, uh, playing as people come out of it. Uh, and they do like this big grandiose, like trumpet intro, and then one dude just pulls out a sax and just goes ham on it, until someone like knocks him in the side of the head. Out comes what his official position as what people know him is the twit. He goes around exchanging or telling information that the king has um, pronounced, better known as Twitter, if you will. Um,
All right. All right.
and he goes, hear ye, the king has made a proclamation. Hashtag help. My My royal scepter has been stolen. If there's any kind hashtag adventurers out there, please help me. Or it's been stolen by the at Dark Castle evil knights. Sad. If there are any adventurers out there willing to risk life and limb for thy king, then I will hashtag help one out.
I will step proudly forward and bow, and I'll tip off my first hat. I wear 2 hats so that
Oh,
it can look kind of like a mouth if I waggle one up and
oh,
down.
introduce, what does portmanteau look like so that the audience knows?
So he's a really fancy, like ebony with like gold highlights hat stand, and he's got a French, like Napoleonic red coat on that act as his hands and arms. and then he's got a hat on a hat. So he's got like a French officer's hat and like a smaller hat on top. And I
Fantastic.
bow and I tip off the top one. And I say, I
Everyone's
shall
in
proudly
the-
serve my king. Oh, ho, ho, because it's obligatory.
Cool. So
Yeah, I
that's
checked the rules. That's right.
Oui, oui.
the king will truly thank you. Hashtag you the fam. I've been told to say that.
You the fam.
Is there any other brave adventurer willing to risk life and limb for the king?
I will very hesitantly step out from like either a shadow of kind of an overhang or the alley and be like, "Yep, all right."
Cool, 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 cool. All right. That's two and no one else. So thank you. Uh,
I
he,
am appalled at the cowardice of my countrymen, sir. Please accept my apology.
uh,
Honestly, I'm surprised that I did it myself, so I can't expect anyone else to.
I will send your apologies to the king. All right. I gotta go. I'm also working part-time over at as a dragon rider. I have to go post this same thing on Blue Skies. So I'll be right back. Have a good day.
Be careful. Do not follow the dragon.
Thank you. As the carriage just kind of like careens off away very quickly.
And I will now sing a song about how like filled with joy and happiness I am to once again be called upon to serve my king.
Uh,
And I'll even try to rope the girl with the purple earring into a dance number.
every
Nah, I'm not doing that. Good try. No.
what does your character look like, Tess, now that you're also in the scene?
Um, she's kind of about 5'6". She's got like a dark gray or black dress. It's kind of hard to tell. It's either faded or really dark gray. And then she's got that ribbon around her neck, and then she's got just regular black hair and kind of a bun. Very nondescript. She is very used to being in the background in the shadows. And so I honestly surprised herself on getting herself into this, but she was like, you know what? We're trying something new today. Not too many things new today, which is why I'm not joining in on the song. One new thing is enough.
You must tell me your tactical capabilities.
I don't have tactical capabilities.
Nonsense! Everyone on the battlefield comes with something they can add to the effort. Perhaps you are good at drawing maps?
I could try it. I've never made a map. All I know is I really haven't done much, but I'm pretty good at listening in and figuring out what people are trying to do.
This is very good. I can lean on you because I am not, sadly, very bright.
All right, yeah, team. Hell yeah.
And you can lean on me as well.
Lily, as you start singing your second song, everyone in the area just kind of goes back to what they were doing. Later on ScrollNet, someone's put took a unsolicited video of you singing like, look at this loser. Not to insult
Unhinged
your
man sings on street.
yeah, unhinged man sing
Unhinged,
unhinged coat rack
unhinged
sings
goat
on
wreck sings on street.
which is not me in any way disparage your character, by the way. That's just a reflection
I
of
have
like
never talked shit
That's
about a coat rack on
tabloids.
Twitter.
yeah. All right. For simplicity's sake, let's say that everyone knows where the Dark Castle is, or at the very least, it's not
Yep.
super hard to get to. So it will be a long and arduous journey. It's going to take you like a day.
Do we get
No.
horses for this?
Sorry, my upstairs neighbors is being loud. They do not provide you a horse now. because it was like a general call to action.
And what's the temperature,
Yeah.
terrain? I'm wondering if my coat's gonna get dirty.
Right, because you're
Or
worried
if
about
you
being
need to put a
cold.
raincoat over your coat on your coat rack.
I
Right,
love it.
in case it's cold. He doesn't want to get cold.
One of those big, thick blue capes that they wore back then.
I feel the
Hoopless
shivers.
cloak.
You've got a double hat. You can have a double jacket.
I mean, there's nothing stopping
Yeah.
you. Um, let's say it is as you travel through the lands, you go through fields and deserts, and eventually start going up a mountain. As you go up the mountain, even though you're a coat rack, you do realize it is a little chilly. I don't know how relevant you want that to be to your character. It would be hilarious for him to just be wearing a double coat, though.
Yeah,
Okay,
I gotta have that cloak.
of course.
I also grabbed a cloak before I left, but there's no comedic relevance to that. So
It's just slightly darker than your present outfit.
no, I'm just warm, you know.
Mm.
As you arrive towards the castle, it is overhung by several craggy rock overhangs, right? And surrounding it, instead of a moat of water, is a moat of lava, or is it magma? I don't know. And
It's
don't.
lava if it's above ground. I actually have gotten made fun of in a separate T&T group about the
No, okay,
specificity. Yeah,
okay, cool,
it's lava. If it's above
Magma.
ground.
cool, cool, cool. But yeah, it has a moat of lava around it. What looks like a stone pathway that is not all the way connected. Like you could get through it, but like it's a little precarious. And like I said, cliff overhangs.
My dear girl with the purple earring, I must ask you, shall we call attention to ourselves and be invited in, or should we pursue some other strategy?
Let's see. It doesn't look like there's any tower to invite us in, and also I don't think they would love having us there. So I think we have to go through these rocks. How good is your jumping? Yeah, you got a better vigor than me, so you're probably okay with jumping despite not having legs. Uh,
I have surprisingly i- powerful thighs, which you cannot see much of.
Anyway, cloak.
it's the bottom 4 inches of the coat rack. Yeah, they're really
Yeah.
beefy.
Really jacked.
The physics are different when you're an animated
Don't
object.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that giant wardrobe leap and swallow a
Oh,
guy?
oh,
Forget
did
about
I
it.
see that? She's my favorite character. Um,
In the last episode of WV, I said, "Don't worry about it. We didn't think too hard. Neither should you." I think that applies to this situation right here.
that's fair.
Cool.
Also, everyone missed it before we started the stream. Jeff was singing "Be Our Guest"
Yes.
almost in entirety. It was lovely. Uh, um, I think we'll take these lava rocks. I'll pick up my hems and start hopping over. I hate it, but we got to do it.
Why don't I throw you over?
You can sure try.
How's that sound?
I hate it, but I implicitly trust the stranger.
I mean,
Again, my vigor is 1. I'm very bad at my character is very much like my personal self where I just trip on flat surfaces according to my stats. So, honestly, probably how far is this how far would he have to throw me?
it is 300 yards from where you are.
Yeah, you think you could throw me 300 yards?
So we absolutely have to go across the stone bridge.
I mean, if you could
Yeah.
find an alternative, I'm open to it. I figured it wouldn't be just like a matter of like taking like 2 or 3 steps forward.
I'm like working out the physics, and I'm like, forgive me, madame, but I am not quite strong
I
enough to
cannot.
throw you 300 yards.
Unfortunately, I cannot. Yeah, that's
It
fair.
is to my
No.
great shame.
Well, I am known as what you call a beefcake. I am not that strong.
300 yards is so many yards.
I can probably do 250, but the last 50 is the issue.
It gets dicey. Yeah. No.
Very
Oh,
well, I will set a very firm pace so that when we are seen, we will be seen as a formidable fighting force.
all right. Yeah, you could take the lead. I'll hop after you. I will fall behind, but that's fine.
I have to stay close to you, but
Well, you
I'll
keep the momentum, and I'm just like,
yeah.
gah.
You know what? That is a good opportunity. Everyone, give me a vigor roll.
Don't make me. So we roll 3 or we roll 2?
You roll 2, add them together,
Okay.
and if I give you advantage, is when you roll 3, which I'll explain here when opportunity arises.
I got 12 on the dice.
You book it with no issue. Good.
Cool.
Tess? 3. It's not a 2, which is good. If it was a 2, that would be a critical failure.
Yeah.
How do the numbers of our stats factor in?
You add your corresponding number. So, like, you have a vigor of
Oh,
3
okay.
to whatever you
Oh, I
just
got
rolled.
4.
Okay, there we go then. So yeah,
Even better.
so it is better. It's still a failure, but it's still better.
33% better. 33% is a good margin.
So like in your case, Jeff, you have a vigor of 3. When you did your vigor roll, you added 3 to your roll.
15.
Cool.
You got a 15, which is fantastic.
You didn't need to roll 2 6s. That was actually really rude of you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a
I
coat
don't
rack
get
booking
winded at
it.
all.
No.
Okay.
With what lungs? Sorry, go ahead.
I feel weird calling you girl because that's how you introduced your character.
You can call her Violet.
Violet. That
It's
works.
a purple ribbon. Call her Violet.
That works. All right. Violet, you're trying your best to keep up with Portmanteau, and unfortunately, you do not have the same physical capabilities, and it becomes pretty apparent quickly. And as you go forward, though, you're trying your best to keep up, like moving from some of the rocks to other parts of the rocks, and then you fall forward, landing safely onto the ground. But as you do so, some of the rocks from this platform kind of like crunch off and land into the lava below. And as you do, uh, you start to see, how do I describe this? As you're like laying down, as you're currently face down on the ground, you can actually like see down into the lava pit, right? And once the rocks land, you start seeing something rise from the pool of lava.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like bursting out with a large screech, is a giant salamander with sharp teeth.
How far below that? How far below me is that?
About 500 feet.
Still hate it. Still hate it. Okay.
When you
Yeah,
say
I'm gonna keep
burst out,
scrambling.
do you mean like it just pokes its head out, or it's like leaping?
Like Godzilla coming out of the water, like right.
I scramble so quickly. It's absurd. I mean, I was already gonna scramble, but that salamander, I'm just skittering.
I'm like, pardon, mademoiselle. I think I noticed something down near
Yeah.
the lava.
Yep.
Could
Yeah.
you get a closer look at it from your
Yeah,
excellent vantage point?
Yeah, it looked like a dragon worm.
Oh my goodness, I do not know this creature. Perhaps I shall investigate.
I feel like a salamander's a dragon worm. I feel comfortable with that. Sorry, above board.
I'll peek over the side.
You will see it coming out of the lava, like swimming through the lava. It yells at
In the
your
backstroke.
direction.
Yeah.
And then starts climbing up like one of the stone pillars heading towards you.
Pardon, mademoiselle, if I may carry you quickly so that you will not have to sully your dress any further.
Before the end of your sentence, I am on the coat rack. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and I'll start
Yes.
running over the rocks
Thank you.
to get to the other side.
Uh,
And I believe I will whistle a jaunty military type tune, but no lyrics just yet.
all right. So it's time to bring up
Something to keep pace.
It's
one of
like
the
the fife, that kind of
Yeah.
sound.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's time to bring in one of the few game mechanics that I've actually developed. Jeff, I want you to roll me another vigor check with disadvantage because you got
That's your
somebody else on
yeah.
you. So, dear viewers, Jeff will be rolling 3d6 and taking the two lowest dice for his results. You do still get to add your vigor stat though.
15.
God,
3d6, motherfuckers. I'm gonna
Only
take
one
a
of us
pic
needs
of
to roll
this.
out today, and it can't be.
and you took you rolled 3 6s. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. I
There's a 17% chance per one.
I know that's true. I'm not mad. I'm just like, what are the odds? Damn.
I'm not
Uh,
mad. I'm just disappointed.
yeah, it's your dice. Things need to happen. Um, so the as you are like skipping along, whistling your jaunty military tune towards the entrance, the salamander gets on top of the rock the rocky path, which he's just like a little too big to actually stand on, and starts
The
running.
tune helps him keep pace. Yeah.
Yeah. And he like starts running towards you, and you run at such a speed that you can outpace it, because on occasion it does have to like slip, like it's some of its paws, whatever. It's like
Cool.
claws. It's like claws. Its claws will like slip off of some of the rock because some of it will like just collapse, and some of it's just not big enough for him as it's running towards you, and you manage to get to the front entrance of the castle.
We have made it safely. I hope the journey was not too violent for your.
Yeah, it was less violent than having to handle that thing. And then I look back at the thing that's probably cresting the ridge at that point.
Yeah, it's sorry, I was fixing my shirt.
It can be
Um,
farther away if you want it to be. I'd actually prefer that.
as you let's say because you rolled such so well, here's not only did you run through that with little issue, you ran so far that in its attempt to keep up, it fell back into the lava, and you could just kind of see it like in the lava, like staring in the direction of the castle where you're at. Because the
I
last,
have kept my eyes on that area the entire time we were running.
all
He's
right,
looking ahead. I'm watching the thing
Mm-hmm.
and not the fantastic movie, the actual salamander.
mhm.
What do you think we should call this creature when we tell people about our exploits?
Lavamander?
Lava Mender.
Does he pull
That
out?
makes sense to me.
Does he pull out a field notes book to write it down?
No, this is just me.
Oh, okay.
No, he just has an excellent memory.
I
Yeah.
I think he has like one of those like they flip over the top
Yeah.
books and like a little pencil that's
Definitely.
it's like tied to
Yeah.
it so you can
Oh,
use it during
absolutely.
battle. I think it's like one of
Mhm.
those old timey charcoaly nibs.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
There's no fingers on a coat, but somehow he makes it work.
The coat
I like
just
to
kind
think
of
there's
wraps around
kind
the
of like
pencil.
a full ghost body within the coat.
I
Maybe not
Mm.
the leggies, but the arms. It makes sense if it's a full coat that's animated, it makes sense that it would be able to use its fingies,
it,
unless we're going full Sleeping Beauty. No, okay. No, 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 no. Don't do that to me. But unless we're going full Sleeping Beauty where they cannot use fingies.
Jeff, I'm going to tell you what I told the audience both this week and last time. Don't think too much into it. Let's just say that for whatever reason, the coat wraps around the pencil and he writes it with perfect clarity.
It's
Wonderful.
it's like this.
Yes, it is literally like that with the coat, with the
Still
sleeve of the
counts.
coat. Yeah. That's also how he grips things. Let's not think too much into this.
Lego hands.
Exactly.
Don't make it weird. Lego hands. I've I've edited it now that I've seen your response. Lego hands. Thank you. Good night.
All right. So you have made it there as you look towards the future or towards the path forward. I about to said future. That would have been completely wrong. Uh, you
It's
will
kind of our future.
you will
Go
see
ahead.
um the excuse me, you will see what looks like a golem standing in at the front gate.
Hmm. It seems that we must make a frontal approach.
Full frontal. Yep. Do I have any knowledge of how best to handle this golem?
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. That's a big ol' 5. I'm only capable of getting 5s, and Jeff's only capable of getting 15s. That's how today's going.
No, I mean it's a golem, it's a
That's
golem.
fair.
But
All
does the
right.
path like abut the rocks on either side, or could we go around it?
But
Um, in theory, you could scale it if you were to improvise some kind of scaling method or try and climb the side or what have you.
I fear I forgot to bring climbing equipment on this expedition. I
yeah,
believe
I
we,
didn't bring anything. Sorry.
I believe we must face this enemy directly.
Let's see what we can do.
All right.
Do we want to try to talk to it, or do we just want to fight it? I don't know how effective I can be in talking to it. Maybe fighting's the best option, but I'm bad at fighting, so
It's
I
about
will
10
defer to your expertise, but I
it's
will
about
hold my hand upon my hilt.
it's about 10 foot tall and is made of stone, by the way. If that makes any decisions.
it does.
The fact that my sword is just a pointy umbrella suggests that that won't be effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I do look forward to the scene where you have to like fence off a group of people and and you're just like fighting them off with just a broom. I think that will be funny if that scene ever comes up.
It works to an extent.
Uh,
Um, let's see. Is there anything happening in here that people would be invited to? Probably not. Maybe it's worth asking.
are you asking the golem?
No, I'm not asking the golem. I feel like he would not be very helpful in that answer.
I think what you're asking is, has anyone ever been invited to the Dark Castle? Is this like a
Yes.
common occurrence?
Yeah.
Give me another intelligence roll.
I have to find new dice first. Give me 1 second.
Oh, these are evil dice.
They're not being helpful.
Just so
Okay.
I don't lose my street cred, I do need to say dice are not affected by morality. Statistically, they always
I
do
hear you,
with certain
but this
odds.
time I did get a 10 instead of a 5.
Hmm.
New
Correlation does
dice.
not equal causation.
Here's the thing. A belief in something makes it reality, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Sure.
Whatever rolls me higher, I will do.
You
It's in character for me to spoil people's fun, so
You're
I
not
like that.
spoiling any fun. I know that you're objectively correct. I choose to believe this in the moment because it's getting me a higher dice roll.
I love it.
you rem- sorry, I was checking something. You said you rolled a 10, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure. Um what you recall about the Dark Castle is that it has not been used in a very long time, ever since the fall of the Dark Lord Derek. So no one has been
Fucking
invited
Derek.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Just because I feel like any of my female friends can actually relate. Let's say the Dark Lord Matt.
Oh, I was going full Grey's Anatomy. Matt's better. Okay. We can go Vampire Diaries. Just
Since the
kidding.
fall of the Dark Lord Matt, who once tried to take over the kingdom, no one has
Shout
been
out to people
invited.
who hate Matt. Uh let's see. Okay, so we will either have to fight or talk our way in or try to sneak around him. We don't know of any second entrance, or at least there's not one readily available. I I trust you. I believe in you, my new stranger friend. I don't think we can fight our way past this golem.
Hmm. What if you were to convince him that we are noble adventurers on an important quest?
Dignitaries. Yep. Yeah, let's see what we can do.
All right. Are you walking up towards the golem?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna try to not, I mean, honestly, befriend is a useful adjective for what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I want to try to convince him to let us in.
All right. So as you come up, it's good. Halt! You can't enter
Hello.
and hello. You can't enter unless you answer my riddle.
I'd love to answer your riddles.
I like when people answer my riddles.
I love to answer them. This works out great for us.
Are you ready for the riddle?
Yeah, and then I
Uh,
look back at you and then yep.
Pardonnez-moi, monsieur.
Yeah.
Do you have a song to introduce said riddle?
I do, but I lost the sheet music 500 years ago.
I lost the rights to it, so I
It's a
can't sing it
shame.
anymore.
It could be a cappella sort of a rap, if you will.
Uh, well, I was told by the Dark Lord's Lieutenant Josh that I'm never allowed to rap.
That's so rude
Ah,
of Josh.
this is a bad policy that I will attempt to convince your lieutenant to
Josh.
adjust.
Josh. Alright.
Yosh.
Yosh, thank you. But to go forward, you must answer my riddle.
Did you write that?
I know, Master did.
Well, that's fair. All right, let's see what we can do.
All right. What goes through a door, but never goes in or comes out?
I feel like a knob or a door, but both those things, even if they're correct, aren't really correct. A
Nope.
hinge?
Nope.
What
Sorry.
is it?
What? What is
What
what?
is it?
Is there any penalty for multiple solutions?
Well, I had to prove that you had to prove you're not a golem if you fail too many attempts.
Oh, shit. Then we'll talk amongst ourselves. I'm sorry, I got overexcited.
Okay.
My first thought was a key, but that also goes in and comes out. The doorknob is interesting, but it turns not through. Then I thought air, which might go under, or when it is
Got all that
open,
doing.
but then it is going in and out.
Saltaire.
Through, but not in or out.
Could it be some kind of wordplay?
No.
Probably.
No.
I do not believe that you are supposed to give hints.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
You can give us hints though. That's fine. I'm really enjoying spending time with you here. Let's see what we can do.
Tess, since you're obviously trying to make a friend out of him, at the very least for this information, give me a heart roll.
Honestly, I
Apparently,
just kind
my
of like him.
guy's apparently my guy's a stickler for rules.
That's an 11.
Is that including your
Yes.
bonus from your heart? Is
Yeah,
it?
it was a 4 and a 5.
Oh, and what was the last thing you had said? I want to make sure I address it.
Oh, so yeah, it's a 12.
There you go.
Oh, it was me to tell him to keep going, you know? He said, "Oh, I shouldn't give hints." And I said, "No, you're welcome to. We're happy to have you, be a part of the process."
Okay. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay. It goes in and out, but like goes through, but not in.
Goes through a door. Matador?
No,
Oh,
Humidor?
no, we're after
oh,
those.
Toreador?
He left last week.
vampiric.
Doorway. Ooh. Donor. The N in donor.
No.
Could she
Okay, are you
roll
having a good time? We're
intelligence
having
to
a good
get
time.
I'm you're the first person I've seen in 200 years, so yeah, I say I'm having a good time. Question is aeroplane Smith still a thing that's still popular?
Yeah, Airplane Smith, they're on a reunion tour.
Oh, fantastic.
I know you gotta go.
Credit
Oh,
card.
yes. I am a fan of their song. I'm all in a lift.
Yeah, that's a good one.
L'amour in the lift. I don't know the English word.
I think that for the purposes of copyright is the correct way of saying it.
So it's not a key.
Oh, what? What? Wait, what'd you
Is it
say?
a key?
What is what?
That was my very first guess, but I
I
was not
know,
sure.
but I know, but I forgot and I kept thinking about it.
Sorry, what? What did you say?
Is it a key?
Is what a key?
Does a key go
The answer to
through
the riddle?
and not in and out?
Oh, you mean like this one is gonna reach out from behind, like from like around his neck and like hand you control about this one, this key.
I would like to take it
We'd be
from
welcome to
you
try. Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
attempt to put it inside you.
No, you used it on, I presume you use it on the door.
I believed it was a metaphor of some kind, and you were the door.
No, I'm a golem.
And you're a great golem.
Oh, thank you.
I will
Appreciate you one.
take the key.
All
And I'm
right.
gonna make a note to get him tickets to go see Airplane Smith.
Wait. Yeah, that works really well. It's like, all right. What were we talking about?
Just our plans to go see a concert later.
Well, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good.
Now, do you have something you can wear to this occasion?
I got a T-shirt from the tour 200 years ago.
Hell
I
yeah.
believe that will be fine. Tour shirts from previous tours are preferred to the current one.
He's just gonna like reach behind a rock. Don't ask too many questions. He's gonna put it over. It's for literally from like a 200-year-old tour.
Hell
It's
yeah.
so faded. It looks
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's a
Now,
little
is
singed.
Aeroplane Smith all dead, or have they been slowly replacing players like over 200 years?
You're putting a lot more thought into this joke than I did.
Are they resurrected? Have they been resurrected 200 years
Yes.
later?
They're new. They're
Yes.
new managers of Necromancer. It was a part of the
Hell yeah.
contract. It was a part of their
Way to
contract.
do it. Well, that's why tickets are so expensive. They gotta keep paying for diamonds.
They owed a few lifetimes worth of debt.
All right, let's take the key and go in.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
and don't stay too
That worked
long.
out great.
Have a good day at the Dark Castle, where all your dreams will be. He's gonna pull out a scroll. Destroyed.
All right, well, we'll see you later.
Okay, bye. Have a nice day.
I hope when
As
we
soon as
return, you will find our victory assured, and our happiness and joy can be shared with you, my friend.
We're still going to that concert, right?
yeah.
Indeed,
Yeah,
unless we are
absolutely.
destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't do that. Don't get
We're trying
destroyed.
our best.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try our best.
My dear friend, if I may, would you be opposed to if, in the moment of our darkest need, I was to call out your name in song and you would arrive to assist us?
Roll
Would this
me
be possible?
a heart.
Can I help?
Roll with heart.
Can I help?
Yes, but in this case, you just give Jeff advantage.
Okay, I got a
Okay, yeah,
10.
take one extra die.
That's a 10. No, 9.
Is that including your heart bonus? Like,
What'd you roll?
A 5 and 2 threes.
Rip.
yeah, they do it. Yeah. Like,
Or wait, my heart is 2. So 10.
Yeah, so that'd be 9.
10.
Oh, 10.
Yeah. It's like, all right. That's his response. All right.
All right.
Did we get this guy's name?
No,
Colin the Golem?
I like that.
Did-
Was he wearing a name tag?
He was not, no.
Fuck.
What should I call you when the moment comes?
Oh, you can call me Rocky.
Hell yeah.
Rocky, I believe I can make that rhyme.
Saki. Toffee.
I thought he was
Hockey.
just from a
It
small
may have
island
to
in
be a
Southern
slant
California.
rhyme, but
Yeah.
I have done such when it is required. Oh,
I mean, if Sir M of M's can slant right, I think anybody could.
I once heard
M.
I once heard someone rhyme mansion with Wisconsin, so I feel like we can make that work.
Yeah, that's out of character.
T-Pain, baby.
Heck of a dig there. Not-
T-Pain's gotta exist in this universe.
Oh yes, sure.
It's just T-E-A, yeah.
Yeah, T-Pain. Jeff is contemplating. I'm waiting to see what
I'm
Jeff
just trying to think of how you can incorporate auto tune into a improvised song.
magic.
It's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
kinda
maybe
putting
it's like
your
a
voice
harp.
through 8 or 9, yeah.
Maybe it's a harp like Clippy that flies into frame and like
Mhm.
auto tunes you as you go.
Or
That's
maybe
kind of
just-
fun.
Or maybe just like an enchanted megaphone that when he speaks in, auto-tunes his voice.
Ooh.
Or I guess it'd be a megaphone because that's electronic. But you know what I mean? Like the funnels that we use to be louder with.
Uh-huh.
I'm imagining his voice running over a set of cups with different amounts of water in them, but somehow at the end it affects the timbre.
Exactly. It's like, is T-Pain still touring?
Yeah, he actually wasn't for a while, but now he's back at it.
Fantastic. I look forward to seeing him.
All right, yeah, we'll check you
He
later.
goes by T Agony now.
I hate when it's like when you found out about how Snoop Hound became Snoop Tiger.
Indeed.
What a life.
All right, well, have fun.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Same. Don't die.
Don't die.
Don't die.
This guy was very nice, huh?
Yeah,
Colin?
that was very helpful. Honestly, I'm still kind of wondering what the riddle was. And also there were two more. And I kind of love a puzzle, but I wasn't gonna bother him about it. We'll get that on the way out.
Ah, yes. Perhaps we have to answer our riddle as we leave.
That's kind of fun. Yeah, let's keep going.
All right.
I straighten out my little bow, make sure it's tight. Yeah, let's go.
As you proceed forward, you'll eventually come down a hallway, and you will come across a split in the hallway. Standing in front of each door is what looks like a gargoyle.
I want to inspect them, see what's going on here.
I am beginning to sense a trend. 3 more creatures that I cannot defeat with my umbrella.
There's
Hello.
just a lot of rocks. Everyone's kind of rocky. Hey,
Yep,
Rocky.
it's the
Hello.
landscape.
Oh,
Hi.
that makes sense. Hi.
Hi. Hi. We're the guardians of the door. One tells the truth, the other tells a lie. This one, we've been here a while, so it is a cliche now. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. So
that's how it
one,
goes.
one door leads to peril, and one door leads to victory. We used to have three, but then we lost Gary. The,
Yeah.
If
Oh,
what you are
I'm
saying
so
is
sorry.
true, then I choose you. But if what you are not saying is true, then one of you, both of you could be lying, huh? Have I solved your puzzle?
Did you see this? Like, pursing lips. I'm not saying anything.
But you just said
They have to
something, so
take a
you
little
are
huddle.
the liar!
Wait, hold on. Hold on. But no, see, hold on, because like I'm the one who always tells the truth, but I just told a lie. You just see the other one go like hit him in the side. You smart guy, you were supposed to be telling the you were not supposed to be telling the truth this whole time.
So this one is the one who tells the truth. We should,
No, he
Perhaps I
tells
should wait until your spiel is done and I know your
Yeah.
deal most completely.
he tells nothing but lies. Do not believe him. You should never believe this man. He tells nothing but lies, says the one on the right. The one on the left, he's the one who addressed you. So do
Hey,
not believe him. He's a liar. He did
hey,
not tell
introduce
a
yourself.
lie.
Bud,
Yes.
introduce yourself.
I am Portmanteau. I was once a soldier in the French Revolutionary Guard. Uh-huh.
That's
Hey,
exactly the information I wanted to know about you.
well, what I want to know is, from you two, what's his name?
The one on the left is going to say portmanteau, and the one's going to be like, uh, dear friend.
Al, you are very bad at this.
People don't usually get past the column, I don't think. I think Rocky's kind of the main.
Well, now that we have figured out which one of you is telling truth and the other one is spilling lies, which one do we go through?
Well, the one on the right is going to cover the mouth of the one left. We don't know which one.
But this is obvious. You are lying, so you do, eh?
I'm not lying. He was squid like he's not sure if he's saying a lie or not.
If you had to choose one of the two, which would you choose? Which is the right one to go down?
For what purpose?
We want the safest and shortest trip to our destination, which is the heart of the castle.
Oh, then I would go to the one on the right. He's pointing the one behind him. You want to go through there. The safest route is the safest one.
Is the safest route always also the shortest?
I mean, the walk is about the journey, not the destination.
So the walk is about the destination. I have figured you out again.
You are very wise.
Damn, that's hurtful. Coming from the liar, that's extremely hurtful.
I'm not riffing on your character. This is
No,
actually my this is a callback to like one of my favorite online shows in which like they had the gargoyle scenario and without even asking like the barbarian killed it and like befriended the liar and like the liar wanted to tell him he's a terrible person but he can only lie so it's like you're so
Right.
smart.
With hate in your eyes, you're
Yeah,
the best.
you're the best. You're so brave.
So let us take the left door, huh? No?
Sounds about right to me.
Very well.
All right. It's like, no, don't go that way. That it's there are bees in there. Ooh, bees, you might be allergic.
Uh, my friend, perhaps from now, you shall try being the one who only tells truths. Give it an attempt. You might find yourself much happier.
Yes, I'm totally able to do that. I was totally not enchanted to tell nothing but lies.
I'm sorry.
My
I hope I
apologies. It is not fun being enchanted.
I mean, I don't regret my life and my job. I don't. It's, I don't wish I could form a union, but uh we don't we have rent union reps in this area, so
I've got a piece of paper in my pocket and I just write make a union real big and put it back in my pocket.
Well, as a member of the military, I am, of course, not allowed to form unions, but as a personal matter, I hope you overthrow your overseers and no longer will be enslaved under this terrible curse.
I hate your kindness. I don't
That's
appreciate it.
nice. All right, bud.
I find myself touched in the extreme. So much so that I must sing as we go through the door.
I want to hear you singing.
He pokes his head back out the door. Well,
Please sing your song. Please sing your song. I want to hear it.
there are so many doors we could go through, but the only one I want is the one that goes through you.
He's banging his head against the
Beautiful.
rock currently.
Loving it.
All right.
Shall we travel to the heart of the dark castle?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. As you go through, eventually you will come across like a narrow hallway. Kind of
Mhm.
narrows in. I need who's at the front? Who's taking the lead?
It's gotta be me, I would think.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say there's no way it's me.
All right, portmanteau. Give me a vigor roll.
10.
Fantastic. As you're moving forward, you feel one of the I can't speak. One of the like parts of the floor starts sinking in, but you manage to pull your foot back and leap back fast enough when a bunch of like blades start swinging across the hallway.
I put my arm out like you do if, you got a passenger in the car seat beside you.
Yeah. I hit the deck.
Pardon me, my friend. I did not mean to knock you to your bottom. I must have been quite clumsy.
I wasn't saying I hit the deck in response to you putting your arm out. I was like, knives, ground. No, this just seems like a lot, and I really can't handle straight knives. Most people can't, but gotta keep a lookout.
I wonder if I could hold my sword aloft and stop each blade in turn as you crawl beneath bravely.
That might work, yeah. Otherwise, did it seem like all of them were coming across at the same time, or only as we were hitting each area?
It's like it's a pendulum
If
trap
we've
at this point, so they're just moving back and forth right now.
They just keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably safer than trying to time it.
Can you work out their pattern? Maybe that'll help me
Yeah,
stay
can I try
alive.
yeah, I'd like to keep you alive as well. Can I work out the pattern?
Give me an intelligence. Give me roll with intelligence. Excuse me.
Is he helping me since he's keeping me safe?
How are you helping, Jeff?
I don't really do that kind of intelligence stuff.
That's fair. All right, 2 dice it is.
I mean, all you have to do is just say you're helping, and she would get advantage.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
He's actively keeping me safe while I try to watch it. I know that because he went full passenger seat.
true.
And I'm glad I had it. That's a intelligence
Yep.
8. I rolled two threes and a one.
Okay, so you got a mixed success,
Yep.
which tells you is like you think you've got the pattern. It's a little hard to tell because towards the back of the hallway, it's a little dark. Um,
Okay.
but you think you got at least like the first like several blades, like the pattern of when they move.
Okay. And there's no middle ground that we can stand in while we get the next round of blades figured out. It's kind of all or nothing.
I'm just gonna give it to you. See that you will see that there is a like landing where there's not any swords going back and forth, like so like a middle part between the
Okay, it
two
seems a
rows.
little bit too good to be true, but I am gonna trust it. Yeah, can we go in the kind of off moment and then go from the middle
I will let you know before anything that this will be a vigor roll.
So can I give her
like that?
advantage?
What is your attempt to give her advantage?
Like I'll be blocking each one with
With
my
the,
umbrella as she goes under, and then I'll like whip
how,
forward under it.
so here's what I'm gonna do to save you just a bit of time. Um, in your decision on how to help. You go to like block the first one, and the blade just slices through your umbrella.
Good.
Just the tip though.
Yes, I
Just
just that's it.
This plan is probably not going to work.
Let's see. Is there any other way to get around here? Part of my mind is going fully Indiana Jones if we can do something to offset the trap that we stepped on. Um,
how about this? I will add a new ability for plot points. If you spend a plot point, I will add a not yet established alternative route or alternative plot device, basically, to introduce. You don't have to do this right
Now,
now.
how many yards from here to the end of the swords?
Let's say
yeah, toss me.
50 feet.
Yeah, this is a tossing situation. Now that
Right
we've
over the
worked
swords,
out the
baby.
the
Yeah,
timing,
for the
I'll
first half.
totally slide you along the floor like I'm
Beautiful.
curling.
Are you
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, I don't have any oil on me. That would have helped, but didn't bring any today.
I have oil for my sword. Put all over the front of you.
It's just a bunch of Murphys.
So I splash the Murphy's oil on your front, and then I.
Yeah, let's see how far I can slide.
Give Jeff, give me a vigor roll. Or excuse me,
Okay.
Portmanteau, give me a vigor roll.
Do
Yeah,
I get
better him than me.
advantage on this one?
I'm not going to give you disadvantage is the idea because
Okay.
you added the oil,
Your
which makes it
advantage is the lack of disadvantage. Yeah.
yeah.
So that'll be a 12.
All right. Uh, for a different reason, Violet, give me a vigor roll,
With just flat.
just flat.
Ah! 10.
Nice. Okay, so mixed success. Here's what happens. You are sliding forward towards the unoccupied platform. As you do so, you do hit a bump, and your head does come tumbling off. It
Oh,
is
fuck. Shit.
the
Sorry.
mix.
C'est law!
The
No,
mix.
don't worry. It's all good. It's all good.
It does land on the like the safe platform though. That's the mixed success there.
Okay.
My
Yeah, we'll take
apologies,
it.
madam. I
No, it's
shall
all good.
produce another ribbon for you when I get there. And I would
I
like to
appreciate that.
spend my plot point to walk casually in perfect timing. That
Now
just looks so cool.
I'll make an alternate route. Or if you want to develop something like at the last moment you notice something, but I'm not going to remove an obstacle. You gotta find a way around it. I'm not just be like, oh, the blade just suddenly stop.
Can I do that thing that Catherine Zeta-Jones does in Disclosure, where I
I
think
haven't,
that's what it's called.
I haven't seen Disclosure, so
Entrapment with Sean Connery, where she like walks overhand and like through the lasers, and
Oh,
you get
hell
some great
yeah.
butt shots. Or also Georgia
Gotta get the
Tennant
butt shots.
in The Doctor's Daughter, which is I
I mean,
love it the most episode of Doctor Who, but people think it's bad.
you could just say you could do some acrobatics to dodge it. That's fine. It's just to be a
Yeah.
bigger role.
Okay. That's a
Zicalo.
12.
Okay. Jeff, just because you've been rolling well and like this is meant to be hard, I want you to add an additional plot point. You didn't spend your original because like nothing happened, but add an additional one. The max you can have is 3. Mostly that's for my sake, because I swear to God, if I start handing out plot points, people are going to use it like candy, and I'm just going to be like, how do you think of so many alternate routes?
Mm-hmm. Well, it is a good thing that I only wanted this candy, and I pull out candy. No, I hand her a new ribbon. Do you want another purple one?
Any color you got is good.
Cool. I whip out a paisley scarf and
Hell yeah.
lovingly tie it around your neck.
Should we
Nice
start
Hell yeah.
calling? Should we start calling your character Paisley now?
Yeah, sure. It's kind of fun. Her name is Girl, so that's works out great for me.
Hello, Paisley girl. It is good to see you again.
Also, hello Vendraco in chat. Yes, Jeff just said
Hello,
candy.
Vendrago.
Vendraco, this is for YouTube later. Vendraco, who is in chat, welcome. Also, we're playing a custom game that I've made called Happily Ever After. It is a Shrek-like inspired game. Whenever we are doing more roles, I will explain how the system works if you're interested. But yeah, so you're on the medium platform from the like pendulum blades that were swinging from through there. You both managed, well, one of you barely managed to not get cut, and the other one just kind of just ignored the
One of us
existence
lost
of
our
you.
head, you know?
Yeah. Yes, as we're part of the Shrekiverse. No, I'm kidding. We're not. We're not. Don't come at us.
The greater Shrekiverse, yeah.
There we go. So you're in between the two platforms right now, between like one set of pendulum blades and the other set of pendulum blades.
Mm-hmm.
So you got one more set to go through. You can actually see
So,
the exit from here.
yeah, from the end, you hear my voice going, "You got to tell me when to go because I can't really see it."
Oh, you're both on the same platform now.
Where's my head?
On the platform, like I said, landed on the
Oh, my
level
head is
platform.
on that platform and my
Yeah.
body's on that platform.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
it just
gotta,
got put on, and that's why I'm Paisley now.
yeah.
I got, instead of ahead of myself, I got behind myself. All right, let's see. There's no rhyme
So
or
I guess we're
rhythm.
doing it again. Would you like
Can
to
we
go
jam it
over
up
the blades
somehow?
this time? Is there any loose tiles or stone?
I will say there is a stone, like there's some stone. This is a dilapidated building, so you could probably find stone, like
There is
mason.
a stone unturned.
Okay, I'll
Exactly.
heft it up and try to shove it into the slot of one of the swords.
Give me a vigor roll real quick. A roll with vigor, excuse me.
That is a 5.
As you like try and place it in, the blade will like come down and just like break the rock, shattering it everywhere.
Well, that did not go quite the way I planned.
Yeah, it was worth checking though. What if we never did that and it turns out that was like the easy way to get through, right?
Well, this is a good question.
We're
Perhaps if we
checking.
do a little dance, we will find a pressure plate. I'll
Yeah,
start
can we
doing a
burst
little
into
soft
song? Would
shoe.
that help?
I am between a row of swords and
Rose.
more swords.
It's beautiful. Keep going.
Will
Did
you
that help?
please stop swinging at me so that I can swing my lady this way and that?
Are you trying to summon into the world a way in
old hat.
which
The spirits of the swords will realize that instead of fighting, they could dance with us.
The swords are realizing that they're starved for good entertainment.
all right, I can allow
Because
you
they
to
can like swoosh in time, right?
Yeah,
To the
it's kind of
music. So
fun.
all right, here's what we're gonna do. If you want this to work, which in fairness is very Disney-esque,
We do want it to work,
you,
yeah.
you would have to
It's
spend a
very
plot point.
DreamWorks.
I'm gonna do it.
So spend that plot point. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and re-explain this for Vendraka since they're in the chat. Plot points are basically just points that can be used at any time by the players, and it does one of two things. It can either a player can change the scene to their advantage, i.e., in this case, not literally deciding what the swords do, but setting them up in the spirit of music so they can dodge out of it easier. Or it can be used to make a roll an automatic 12, which
Yeah, I
is
think this would be an automatic 12.
so make it an automatic success, basically, is what it would
And
do.
because we're dancing, I'm carrying
Oh yeah, we're doing a lot of spinning.
I'm carrying Paisley with me.
All right. And that would normally be a vigor roll, but and with disadvantage because you're carrying someone else, but you're using a plot point. And there's a whole song and dance between you and Paisley.
It's very well choreographed.
Yeah, eat your heart out.
Kenny
Michael
Ortega?
Michael Eisner is the guy I was gonna say, but
Sure.
sure.
Okay. I was just
Put
talking
up
about
your
the guy who
swords
choreographed High School
and
Musical,
put up
but
your feet. Come dance with me.
oh yeah, I do a little kick when you say put up your feet. It's beautiful.
Rhythm is dance. That's correct. And you manage to get past the pendulum blade trap, and then you look to your right, and you happen to see like a lever or lever, however you want to tell me how I'm saying it wrong.
I will yank that lever.
As each sword lands into the wall, the swords will stop. So it's like goes in, stops, goes in, stops.
Hmm.
Basically
Looks
making you
like we
pass
came in through
backwards.
the wrong door. If we came in
I
through this
will
one, it would have been easy.
I will spin my top hat on my umbrella and give a bow to the swords.
One of them will swing like in the distance, but still, you can say it will like swing to the other side.
Thank you.
Nice. And then
Um,
I'll dip Paisley
Yeah.
and pretend to do a nice gentlemanly kiss and then
Oh yeah, I do. I make a whole
spin you
meal
on
of
your way.
it. Yeah.
really chewing up the scene.
I don't have any lips, so
Fair.
you know.
It's
It's
just wood.
it's 4 inches below the hat.
Oh, oh, for Vendraco in chat, he's playing it. Jeff is playing an animated coat rack. Just so
Yes,
you
I'm
know,
in
a
portmanteau.
portmanteau. You have solved my
Port-
razor hallway puzzle. So what we'll do here, let's take a quick 5-minute break. We'll come back and we'll finish the adventure.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
All right, we'll be
I've just been very studiously hydrating all day.
Brilliant.
Honestly, okay, the matcha with sparkling water, highly recommend. It looks really
Nice.
weird right now. As we can see the pieces falling, it's really ugly looking, but it is really good. It's nice.
Nice. Very nice. All right, we're back. Now,
We are.
you have gone through the pen. You have
We bested your sword trap.
bested my sword trap. Yes. At the other end, you will see very dim light, very dim red light at the end of the hallway. As you proceed forward,
Yeah.
you will start seeing what looks like cracks in the ground where red light is coming up from. And then as you proceed even further, you will see that there's like a rotund, right? And the rotund has like an outcropping of the flooring, and then immediately that kind of cracks off like it collapsed. And below that, you'll see what looks like magma,
Magma
lava,
is underground,
Magma.
lava is above ground.
lava.
And we
Excuse
are
me.
definitely below ground now.
Lava,
Again,
magma.
several people, including Jeff, have made fun of me for being this pedantic about it, but that is an accurate fact.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's lava.
Okay.
So it's gonna yell at me otherwise.
Once there's oxygen in it, it's lava.
Well, there you go then.
So I
You'll
believe you meant rotunda.
Yeah.
Rotund is a word, but it means slightly different thing.
okay.
I
Yeah, the
wasn't gonna
rotunda.
do that, so I'm the better man here.
Hey,
Apparently,
we've
yeah.
all confirmed that I am the pedant of the show.
Jeff, were you an English major in college?
I mean, close
I
enough. I studied
I just like
drama and film.
it's me going lava versus magma and you being like sexually rotund. Yeah, we're menaces. Please continue your
That's all
story to
good. All
enjoy
right.
to entertain us.
Perhaps I
Dance
should have named
first.
myself pedant.
Um, lava in the rotunda. Uh,
Around it.
as you
So this looks to me like one of those traps where if you step in the wrong place, you go down into the lava.
well, I'm gonna say in the distance you will see what you came here to receive. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something different than what I said in the beginning of the campaign because I've already forgotten it. But let's say it's a
Good
scepter.
news is I also forgot, so you're good to go.
Yeah, it's the item. No, you know what? So Noah can
It's
call me
about
out
the
on.
journey, not the destination.
You know what? No, I saw
I
it.
know the lying gargoyle promised me it was about the destination.
I will say this real quick. Since I did forget, if someone will complain at the end of this, like at the end of this platform, which has a narrow walkway towards it, is
The
a
promised item.
suitcase. Is a suitcase with a glow emitting from the top from.
It's a
As
metal briefcase with a number on it and undisclosed amount of money inside.
it's like half open and there's some glowing stuff coming out of it. You can't see what's inside. That's what it is.
How long is the approach?
I will say about
You gonna try to throw me again?
60 feet.
Sorry, continue.
A little too dangerous. I think. Do I have 60 feet of scarves I could tie together?
I don't think you have 60 feet of scars. You're not the fourth doctor.
Even if
Do I have
had a
60
plot
feet?
point?
Well, here's the thing. He was just recently being
Let me switch
coat
to my
racked for
magician's cloak.
a really scarf hungry crowd.
Real quick, as you're looking to see, do I have the scars? You're kind of prepping. You will also see a yield White Castle on the right.
You hungry?
There is a literal White Castle restaurant to our
Ye-
right.
Yield White Castle restaurant. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think perhaps before we try another trap, we should enjoy some refreshment.
Yeah, carbo load, is that what this is?
Indeed, you look slightly peaked.
I am peckish, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I, of
yeah,
course, cannot eat and drink because I am cursed to live out my days inside this thing, but I make the most of it.
Is there anything inside this restaurant that would help? Can I steal people's jackets and kind of put them on you? Would that help or hinder you?
It
How many
reference-
stolen scarves can I put on you before it becomes a burden?
For reference, it's kind of a like a mall version of it. So there's like a front counter. It's not like a building within a building. It's like a carved up
Hmm.
section of the castle with
But
like
it's
a
the kind
desk
where
Hmm.
in
you
front.
can push up the
Yeah, you
divider
got
and walk
to
Yeah,
get to
in.
the
yeah,
back.
yeah. It's like,
Cool. Let's go back there and see. Maybe there's some extension
wait,
cords or.
you'll see a teenager. I don't think you're allowed to go back there,
Oh, we're from
Mister
corporate.
Mister Smith.
We're from corporate. It's fine.
Pardon me, sir. We are on a noble quest to rescue princesses and make the world a better place and such and so forth. And my colleague merely needs to enter your store to find something that can operate as a rope or a harness, something in case one of us falls near to the lava.
If
Roll
you
me.
guys have like a lot of aprons that need to get washed, we can bring those back to you later. My
Roll.
idea is to tie them together, but then I would wash them and bring it back if they don't get burnt up.
Since Jeff is taking the lead, Jeff, I want you to do roll plus heart. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the rule for our viewers here. Uh, Jeff is assigned a number to his heart. He's choose between 3, 2, and 1, and whatever he rolls, he adds his heart bonus. In this case, he must roll within a range. 1 through 6 is a failure, or 2 through 6. He can't roll 1. 2 through 6 is a failure. 7 through 10 is a mixed success, so like something happened, but something bad might happen in addition to that, or something difficult. And then 11 or higher is just a success.
Okay, I got an 8.
All right, but I think per regulations, at the very least, I need to charge you for a couple sliders.
Yeah, that's fair, probably. I mean, I just came off the street, so I've got money, not a lot of it. I'm a woman in whatever era this is, but
That,
I
that's fine.
got enough for some slideys.
If there's any benefit is that we're fast, we're quick service, we're a quick service restaurant,
I
so
really appreciate that about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're pretty cheap.
So while
No,
she
I
scarfs
yeah.
her burgers, I will start weaving scarves and rags together into a
I'm
makeshift rope.
I'm a little
I give him a
disappointed.
really good tip.
That's good. I'm a little disappointed that portmanteau is not tempted to eat because I just imagine him just like not almost Cookie Monster-y, trying to like eat it, but it's just falling apart. Like
You just pushing sliders into the wood.
that just falls down. I don't say I should do that.
You know what you can do? Get some sliders, put them into the pockets of your coats.
To what
Well,
end?
for later, I don't know.
I mean, put them in a bag. I can put them in a pocket. You don't need to just have loose burger in there.
Loose
Loose
Reset my
Burger was
coat.
my nickname in college. Anyway. I don't know, to be hospitable, to be a good guest, eat
I
a burger.
I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just laughing at the concept of a coat rack trying to eat to seem normal, but is clearly not able to do so. I'm not saying Jeff should do it either. It's just a funny picture in my head. Just like
I'll just take a
Stick them
lettuce
under the hat.
and put it between my two hats.
Oh,
num num
call
num
it
num 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 num.
macaroni.
There you go. And just take one hat, the top hat, just go num 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 num.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that.
I heard it. Don't worry. All right. Anyway, you get to making a rope out of like oily aprons and stuff.
How long am I able to get it?
I said 60 feet was the pathway from where you were at. So 40 feet.
And
Yeah.
how far from the side of the
60 feet.
walkway down is 60 feet?
Oh no, that's 100 feet down from the.
Okay.
No, yeah, sorry.
So what I was thinking is I could walk and I'd act as like a fulcrum. If you lost your footing, you could swing
I appreciate
towards
that.
me. And maybe I could sweep you up back on
That makes
the
sense. You
path.
got 4 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm imagining a coat rack with 4 feet.
Yeah, that's kind of
Oh,
what I
You
thought.
can let me know
and
if that's incorrect.
and it's canonical that I have very good thigh strength,
Yes, yes, it
even
is.
though they're
Yeah, we
short.
talked about the goat Rex
In the
meaty
pretty in
thighs.
the
So
in the
that's
pretty
yeah,
in the
that's
beginning
on
of the game,
paper.
yeah. Uh, all right, and it
Rewind
is
the tape, folks.
yeah.
It's
Watch.
confirmed.
We'll post this
Roll it
on you.
back.
Yeah, you can watch this on our Twitch when we're done with tonight, and you can watch it on our YouTube when we post it. So you got the opportunity.
Or honestly,
Absolutely.
you can just DM me and ask, and I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah, I can write a paragraph or two. Uh,
I'll forget a lot of it, but I'll remember some of it.
all right. So, Jeff is thinking. Jeff is typing.
Oh, I'm writing our new inventory items: lettuce, bag of sliders,
Yeah,
and
a
rag and
rope of
apron
aprons.
rope.
Yeah,
Roprin.
Roperin.
rope Ren. Ape
Portmanteau.
rope.
Portmanteau making
Rope
a
Ren's better.
portmanteau. Yeah.
Ayo.
I like how the portmanteau is
Look,
making a portmanteau.
unfortunately, I adore a portmanteau, and that it has carried over. Um,
All right. So how are you proceeding? How are you going to get to this suitcase that I nondescriptly has a golden glow coming from the inside of it?
So I'll walk halfway down the walkway, taking care to avoid any
Okay.
cracked sections.
Give me
I want
a
to.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No. I was gonna say something stupid. You go.
Oh, I was gonna say, give me a bigger roll. Like watch your footing.
That's a 8.
You managed to keep your footing, but some of the rocks will fall into the lava.
Okay. Oh, and the other end of the rope is like tied around your belt or something.
Yeah.
Or waist.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
this all handled.
So I
Oh,
make it
my waist is so
halfway.
tiny. It's the neckline. It's wrapped around me. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
So I make it halfway there.
Okay.
I'll say, start walking towards me, and if you were to fall, I can swing you back up.
All right. Okay. Yeah, just brace for it. You can't really brace for it. That's fine. Okay. And I'm gonna start walking over there.
All right. Yeah, you need to give me a bigger roll as well.
Yeah, and then what I was gonna say earlier when I was that I'm still imagining a Deal or No Deal case at the end. That's a 7.
Make success. That's the good news. So
That's the good news. Yep.
well, considering vigor is not one of your main stats, I think that's the good
It's
news.
the lowest one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with what I got. It was a 5 and a 1, which is wild. I would have preferred a 3 and a 3, but that's neither here nor there.
Right. Uh, as you walk forwards, you will also make it, but some of the walkway will like collapse into the lava.
That's fair. No, anytime I see a 1 on a die, I fully panic. So this is the best case scenario.
Yeah.
And so once she gets halfway, then I'll go the rest of the way, and just wait here, my darling.
One more vigor roll. Roll with vigor, my friend.
That is an 11.
All right. You get to the end of the walkway. And there it is. It's a suitcase with a nondescript glow from the end of it. Don't think too much into it because I forgot what the item was you were supposed to be here for.
I will
It's
close
that
it.
thing.
Yeah.
I will close it and slip it over one of my hat antler things.
All right. As we're
Antler.
Hatler, yes. Thank you.
I look great with antlers. I should actually probably get on that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are people who
Anyway,
specialize in it.
please
Yeah.
continue.
As you start to walk back, you hear something bubbling, like lava bubbles, right? Normally, right? But you start the sound of lava, some of the lava bubbling for like more rapidly.
Oh God, not the salamander. I don't like that.
Run! And I'll start running back.
As
And
you
I will
yell,
also start running.
as you
Sorry,
say,
yeah.
I would say, as you say that, bursting out from the lava is the solid salamander like trying to claw its way onto the platform towards you.
Ah! I don't like this guy. This little dragon worm.
Zutalo! Run
Agreed.
faster!
Uh,
I'm running as fast as I can.
vigor rolls from roll with vigor, everyone.
I feel better having a paisley bandana rather than my ribbon because it gives me a little bit extra, you know, material on
Aerodynamic.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Oh, nice.
And a
Yeah, right.
12.
Um, okay. It is a mixed success for Tess. One
Is she
moment.
tumbling or
I have
falling
constant
behind?
fear. I have PTSD of the salamander, but I get out so safely, it's not even funny.
All right, here's what we'll do because you both rolled vigor anyway. Um, so you both start running, but you're both tied to each other still. The success is that you will both make it, but the mixed success is that some of the bridge for Paisley will collapse, but and she starts going down, but Portmanteau is able to, as while still running, maintain the fulcrum and get her back onto the bridge in front, or the walkway in front of them, and then continue to
Yeah,
run.
that's horrifying. That's absolutely a mix of sex. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nice. So yeah, I swoop
I
it and you
am
land like just a few steps behind me and I'm like coiling up the rope and I jump on my
I
back, my
screamed.
darling.
I am screaming like I am being knife murdered. But yeah, no, absolutely. So I just I suppose hop on. You told me to, yeah.
And then just to look cool, like right before we get to the other side, I'll jump.
okay.
The idea of a coat rack trying to look cool is so funny to me.
Yes, it is. It's pretty funny. Uh,
What are the two hats that you have on? I'm so sorry.
Well, one is like a French soldier hat. I think it's kind of like a
Okay,
pillbox, and the other one
that
is
makes
sort of
sense.
a tri-corner hat
Yeah, I
type of
guess I was just
situation.
wondering which one was on top. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
the
The
jauntier
tricorder,
one.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, please continue.
all right.
Oh, it's that sideways one that Napoleon had. You know, that looks
Yeah,
like a almost like a
Yep.
pinata or something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still a tricorder, I think. A tricorder, I think.
So you will make it to the main outcropping towards the entrance. What are you what are you all doing at this moment? Like the salamander is still running
Oh,
towards you.
I
Are
will
we coming
run.
out through Rocky's door?
You've not gone out of the castle. You're just at the outcropping
Oh,
right
I
now.
want to head towards Rocky's door, if I may.
Yeah, so we get
Zuta
to
Lore,
the
you might be in charge, but
lever, and I'll be like, "Darling, if you could untie the
yep,
towels from your waist," and I'll make a
yep.
loop and put it around the lever,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll go all the way past the swords, and then I'll yank it so that it starts up again.
Okay. Couple things real quick that will happen. As you run towards the exit, you will hear "Have a nice day"
You
um
too.
from the Yale White Castle clerk.
And they're
Uh,
good people.
as you get to the entrance, the salamander will slam against the entrance. He's too big to get in there. So he's gonna rear back his head and breathe outwards, and fire will come out towards you.
Do any of the now swinging swords deflect the fire?
So
They're our friends now. We were in a musical together.
um,
Please, my friends, protect my back as I am running.
how about this?
Musical theater goes strong.
Everyone, I'm gonna need a bigger roll to outrun the fire, but I'll say you have an advantage because the swords are blocking some of the fire as they swing.
Okay, that's a 13.
Oh, thank God. That's a 10. The other one was a 1, so I still count it as a thank God.
For our newer viewers, advantage in this case is roll 3d6, take the higher of the two other three rolls. The
I
high
got a 6, a 3, and a 1.
the two highest die of the three rolls, excuse me. All right. So obviously Portmanteau has no issue with this. However, Paisley, well, you will, because you got a 10, so you will succeed, but it's a mixed success. As you
Yeah.
as you run forward, you just barely manage to dodge the fire, but it does burn the bandana. And as you manage to escape into the
Oh,
hallway, your
gotcha.
head caught. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do we have an apron left?
Do I have any of the rope left?
Yeah.
I assume some of it burned or something.
Yeah, some of it like burned off, so like you've got some, like one or two.
I'll say I'll throw it out and I'll say take this in your teeth, my darling.
And then I just kind of, it's around my head and around my shoulders because the rope can't really hold it in. So it's like a kind of don't worry about it.
All good. Um, all right, so you're back with the gargoyles. Oh, thank God you're both alive. I'm so
Oh,
happy.
yeah. Okay, well, that's unkind. It's good to see you too. Actually, which girl said that? Was it the truthful one? Because now I feel like an asshole.
No, it was a liar.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm standing by what I said. That's unkind.
Is he
I've s-
still covering up the mouth of the
I-
truthful one?
no, you clearly figured it out. She's not bothering you. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. That is for the liar.
Okay, well, that's unkind too. All we did was try to hang out. I feel like we've been very cordial to you. And anyway, and then I feel like at this point you're pulling me to be like,
The
we
Yes.
have to go.
If I may, my friend, you might want to tell the salamander that we both died and are nowhere to be found, and there's no
Well, he's a
longer any
liar,
reason
so
to chase us.
he's a liar. So, for your information, we're alive and we're safe, and he can easily catch us.
I am definitely gonna tell the salamander that you died.
Thank you.
I think that went very well. Goodbye, Truthor.
And then as we're leaving, I yell to him the direction that we're going because he's a liar.
Oh, nice.
All right. As you run out, you eventually come across Rocky's door. And like run out.
Hi, Rocky.
How'd you do?
Rocky, my friend, I wish to celebrate you. Perhaps you would like a hug?
All right. He's gonna
Oh,
reach down and hug a coat rack.
uh-huh.
That's really nice.
And
You're gonna do something horrifying.
as you are hugging, you're gonna see bursting out from the other end, from the river bed, or the moat bed, out of the other castle is the salamander.
I'll say, Rocky, if you would just do me one last favor, is hold this gap no matter what happens, and do not let that thing catch us. And I'll start running away.
Well, first,
Well, otherwise, I mean, Rocky, could you carry us over?
he's like, I don't. I'm trying to remember his accent because like it slipped into it and then it's hard to slip back into it. Hold on. I don't think I can do that, but he's gonna pat you both on the shoulder with his giant hands. I think I can help.
Okay.
He's gonna like rise up from his hug, face the salamander, and charge towards him.
Yes.
Uh, in their fight though, to like stop the salamander from attacking you both, they will collapse into the ravine below.
That's okay. Rocks aren't
Can
flammable. It
I
should be
use a
fine.
plot point that I say, because of the selfless act of defiance, the brave golem grew 10 sizes larger because of
It never does.
love.
Are you trying to use your plot point to save Rocky?
He becomes as large as the salamander, and they have an epic kaiju fight.
I think he's trying to say he succeeds and then maybe survives, but succeeds is the larger point here.
And we run away safely. And bravely, I might add.
Bravely.
As you run down the pathway away from the castle, you will see as you look back in the distance, Rocky does climb out on back to his spot, covered with lava, but still like
Yeah, he made it out. He made it out.
Huzzah!
He's gonna wave to you. I'm looking forward to the concert.
Excelsior,
send you,
my
Steve.
friend!
All right.
Aeroplane Smith will be delighted to see you.
I'm getting backstage tickets for him.
Presuming they are still able to feel emotions after resurrection.
Yeah.
I
He'd
mean,
still be happy to. He'd still be happy to be there.
yeah, he's still pretty happy, yeah.
Even if they
So-
don't care, I feel like the fans are happy.
Yeah. As you proceed back towards the kingdom, you're heading back to what did I name it? Camelot Hills, where the king presides. You eventually arrive to his castle, and he's currently sitting on his throne, playing on his scroll pad. He's like, he's gonna look over. Hi. And
Your
he's
Majesty, I am a portmanteau, and this is my brave adventuring companion, the girl with the dirty rag.
I guess it's
as
Rope.
a
Yeah, now you can
scarf.
just call me Rope or Apron. I guess my name's Apron now.
by the way, he's sitting with like one leg over one of the arm, like one on the ground and
Yeah,
one on the
I'm
arm of
fucking
the.
sure.
Yeah.
Cool guy. Seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the cool guy sitting is the Riker sit. That's the cool guy sit.
No, the way he's sitting is the guy in the government that really cares about his constituents and his people. Yeah.
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 The legs strewn over the side. Yeah, absolutely.
Like your coat rack.
I bow and tip up my hat, and a leaf of lettuce tumbles out and lands on the ground.
It's so
pardon me,
wilted.
sir, I'll pick that up.
What can I do for you two?
We answered your
yes,
call.
I'll take the briefcase off my antler there, and I'll present it to him in the most gracious fashion.
One of his servants is gonna come over, grab it, walk up to him, whisper something in his ear, show him the case, like, "Oh yeah, cool. Thanks, I appreciate it. All right, I'll have your reward. 1 second." He's gonna pull out. He's gonna grab his scroll pad, walk up to you, set it up where like his back is to you, but all three of you are facing it. And he's just gonna like tap on it, like, "All right, what's your handles?"
Oh, is this we are getting some kind of a selfie?
Yeah, it's I got a gnome in here that draws pictures and posts it to Twitter.
Ah.
Sorry, that was such a stupid joke for the beginning of the episode. Twitter posted once. Thank you, Tess. Yeah, he'll take a photo of you three.
I'm very awkward and stiff.
One of those gonna be like is gonna.
I make sure the hat's very like centered.
Right.
It was a little off kilter, and I go, "Oop."
One of the gnomes one of the gnome servants is gonna walk up to him like, "Sir, maybe we could offer a somewhat bigger reward." They did, they did put themselves in harm's way. All right.
Are you trying to say this was for exposure? Yeah, I agree with him.
I was giving you both clout. I mean, come on.
It is only the desire of myself and my friend to serve the kingdom in your employ.
So, see, look at the gnome. He said he's fine with just like clout, but
No, I
about-
like what the gnome was saying. Yeah, let's go with that.
all right. How about a couple tickets to Aeroplane Smith?
We need a third one.
Deal.
Yes, we have a silent partner
Can we get
in
back
this
to-
endeavor.
Yeah, VIP passes.
Can we
Yeah,
get backstage passes? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
There you
Now,
go.
will you be making an appearance as well, sire?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna go
Mm.
to the Taylor Swift concert.
Taylor Airplane Smith. Um, all right. Well, PM, we gotta go back to the castle now.
It
No,
seems as such.
I I'm just going to be nice because we're wrapping up the 2 hour mark anyway. We're gonna skip past the scene where you go collect Rocky. You all go to the concert. You're all at the backstage section as Aeroplane Smith is rocking out to their song "Sleep On." For copyright reasons, is what's the name of the song is.
I brought tons of extra scarves in case they run out.
Right, right,
You know,
I
right.
'cause
was
he has
worried they
scarves on
wouldn't
his
have one in
nightstand.
his size, so I made a shirt that would fit Rocky just in case.
Oh yeah, Rocky is rocking that
It,
shirt.
yeah, it doesn't look great, but it like, I didn't know what sizes they would have of the concert merch.
Everyone's rocking out to the music. They're playing their hearts out. Aeroplane Smith, I mean, and you just hear Rocky go, "Ooh, ooh."
I'm
L'amore
so
in
glad
an
he's
elevator.
Uh, and that
Living it up when it's going down. Is a oral sex joke? No.
you just killed Tess with that one. No. All right. That's the end of the adventure. Good job, everyone. Thank you for like. I have ideas to make this like a little bit better if we do this particular game again.
That was
Um,
lovely.
but yeah, thank you for dealing with this like uh um game mechanics I developed like 5 hours ago. So um that is the end of the episode. If you like this on Twitch, please follow us at twitch.tv/omniversal escapades, or if you're watching us later on YouTube, uh, it's youtube.com/omniversal escapades. Our social media is omniversal ESC under most platforms, including Blue Sky and Twitter. Um, I want to thank our players for being here today. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Tess. I want to thank our audience. Thank you, Vendraco, for being here. I appreciate it. Um, I hope you all enjoyed that. It's not something we normally do, but we had like a bit of a scheduling issue, but we still wanted to go. So I made this like half minute, not half minute, the last moment basically.
And it
So,
fucking rocked.
um, like I said, Shrek inspired, and literally I had something similar to this planned at the last episode we did 3 weeks ago because we talked about Shrek that as well. So, like,
Accidentally in game.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it to our players to talk, mention anything that they are working on or have or posting. Let's start with Jeff because you got the largest list of us all.
Hell yeah. Please listen to The Great and Secret Knowledge, a speculative fiction podcast in which currently we're covering Star Trek The Next Generation. Next episode is going to be about Hyde and Q from the first season. We're also covering this season of Doctor Who, and we just dropped one from the first episode of New Who in 2005 with Christopher Eccleston and Billy Piper. It's called Rose. It's really good. And we've covered all sorts of other things from sci-fi and fantasy and mythology. So check that out. And I also do Shattered Worlds RPG, which Tess did an episode. It's an actual play podcast set in the world of Shattered Worlds, which is the novel series I created. It's got spaceships and wizards and robots. Oh my, you'll love it. Check that out. Yeah, that should do it for me. Oh, find me everywhere at El Jefe Tacoma.
All right, sounds
Hell
good.
yeah.
Tess, I'm gonna throw it to you.
You can find me at Tess is super cool. Tess is on Insta. Tess is watching Twitch. Tess is whatever you're doing on that platform. That's what my name is. If you want to look at photos of some homemade goods, homemade foods, you can go to Meals from the Basement. I've got a bunch of good things that I probably should post. I I made too many shrimp scampies in a row, and you
Ooh.
can't post them all in a row. So those are being staggered. But otherwise, just
Well,
live, laugh, love. You can find me here.
nice. As for me, this is my only content creation at the moment because I have like a part-time job and I'm a part-time student, so it's kind of hard to like juggle that in content creation.
And
Uh,
full-time lover.
but you can follow me under most platforms as at Geekus Dean, with the exception of TikTok, which is at Internet Putz. I'm probably gonna change that here soon because it's no longer funny to me.
Oui, oui.
I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank our players for being here. Real quick, last thing. As our co-host couldn't be here this evening, so if you want to follow them, they got some pretty good posts. You can follow them at Cals_Calzones under most platforms, or you can just remove the underscore. Anyway, I just wanted to shout out them as well. But thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage.
Bye.
I have enjoyed your clever witticisms. Au revoir.
I do like having antlers.